guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back and watching another video. I really appreciate it. I have created a series called FLEEKTALKS, so you will basically email me questions and I'll answer it. Things that you are scared to ask your mom, your dad, or your family member. You don't want to talk to your family about, because you know, family sometimes they judge you when you tell them your business. So if you have concerns and questions about anything, I'm gonna put the email down in the description box. Go ahead and email beatfleektalks@gmail.com. These questions are always going to be anonymous. I will never call your name out, even when you ask me to call your name on these videos. I would never do that, just to protect myself, because you might change your mind later on and then come sue me. But now ain't nobody got time for that, so I'm not gonna call your name out. This email reads, "Hey girl, I don't know if you got the notification, but I just subbed to you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel." She said, "I am a little," I just said she said. That just give it away. Okay, it's a she. "I am a little younger, maybe way younger than you, but I am 13. You probably don't want to talk to a 13-year-old girl, but I wanted to say that I saw your YouTube video on how to have a WAP. If you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch that video." Let me continue the story. "Randomly on my recommendation page." Oh, thank you for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. "But I'm always watching hygiene tips. I have a few questions for you that I'm kind of scared to ask my mom, because I don't know how she would react. So I'm just gonna ask a fellow woman." I love when women ask me questions that they're scared to ask their parents, because I'll be your big sister, okay? I don't have any little sisters that I know of. I don't know what my dad be doing. She have a couple questions, but let's answer the first one first. She said, "What is a vagina supposed to smell like? I hear people say we have natural odors. How do," I think she's trying to say, "how do I know?" Okay, how do I know if I'm smelling right? So my mom, the way she taught me to know if you're smelling right was, when you're sweaty, you've been out all day, you've been in school all day. When you're sweaty, not when you get out the shower. You won't know if you smell bad when you get out the shower. Most women won't know. But when you're sweaty, what you do is just take your finger like this and swap it. Just swap it. Oh, you see that muscle? Okay, working out is paying off. Just swap it right on your vagina like that. Swap it. And then just like let it dry. Let it dry for like 5 to 10 minutes. When it dry, sniff it. If it smells like an uncomfortable or unusual scent, then something is wrong. Like I'm talking about if you smell like fish, or if you smell like, you know, musk, if it smells like, if the sweat smell is still there, then something is not right. Usually if you smell it like this and it doesn't smell like anything, like the scent doesn't bother you, then you're fine. And most times maybe your pH balance is just off. And especially around those years like 12, 13, 14, I realized when I was around that age, my adolescent years were kicking in and I was smelling funny. I wasn't stinking, but I was smelling really funny. My hormones were building up, my boobs were coming, you know, things were changing in my body, my ass was getting big. I think you should just wait it out right now, because you're probably going through your adolescent stage right now. But if you do that, just swap, just test it out and then just swap it. Or what you could do is you could swap it and you could actually have someone smell it. Just don't tell them it's your vagina. Just say, "Can you please smell this for me?" You know, don't tell them it's your pom pom. Of course not. You don't want to be embarrassed if they tell you that you smell bad. But have someone smell it and ask them what it smells like, and then go forward with that. I know a lot of people that did not start going to gynecologists till they started having sex, which I think is so ridiculous. Don't do that. Your pH balance might be off, or you're probably just growing into a woman and it's changing everything in your body, which happened to me. And as soon as I turned 15, my pH balance was like stable. I was like, okay, now I know my scent. Now I know what I smell like. I smell like a grown woman now. I thought I was grown. Her next question is, "How do I keep myself fresh all day?" So for me, I absolutely recommend when you pee, if you're home, wash your vagina when you pee. It's very important that you create that habit now. I know a lot of people don't do that, and a lot of Africans do that. I mean, a lot of Sierra Leoneans, a lot of West Africans do that. But yeah, wash every time you pee. If you're outside and you can't get water, that's why I love bathrooms in Dubai. Like they have the thing that just shoot up your thing and just wash you up. Oh, I love that. I love like these Muslim countries that just have that. That's one thing I'm gonna put in my house. I don't know, I forgot the name of it. I think it's a bidet or something. I think that's the name of it, but I'm definitely gonna put that when I build the house. Definitely, that's a must, because you know, carrying water around the bathroom is just kind of weird. But if you're out, I absolutely recommend these wipes right here. These wipes are baby wipes, but they're for sensitive skin baby wipes. So you can get any sensitive skin baby wipes. It's literally like water, and it just makes you be so fresh. If you're sweating, like I sweat a lot in my inner thighs, also in my vagina, I sweat a lot. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. When I got off birth control, I was on the IUD for like 2 years, and when I got off that, my whole body was confused. I gained like almost 50 pounds, and it was just like ridiculous. But I absolutely recommend these wipes. You can get, because I'm very sensitive, you can get these ones. I got this one from the grocery store. You can get any baby wipes, but make sure it says sensitive flushable baby wipes. So I absolutely love these ones. Like, they're really, really good. Her next question is, what foods should I eat so I have a healthy vagina? Girl, there is no food you can eat to get a healthy vagina. I know a lot of people say, oh, you can eat pineapples, cranberries, all that stuff. If you don't hydrate yourself, if you don't drink a lot of water, I promise you, your vagina is still gonna smell funny, because water is the number one, okay? Number one. Water is the number one thing that's gonna help you smell fresh, because usually women, it's not like you stink or you smell weird. Most times it's because your pee have an odor. It's not your vagina that have the odor, it's your pee that have the odor. So if you can get your pee to look as clear as possible and as clean as possible, you're gonna have a healthy vagina. So I absolutely recommend you drinking a lot of water. It's recommended that you drink half your weight. So if you're like 200 pounds, drink like 100 ounces of water. I drink like 135, 100, and you know, I drink more than my weight, obviously, but you know, because of health reasons, and I just feel like I'm always thirsty all the time, so I drink a lot of water. And my pee is always clear. If you pee and you see a color, if you see like a yellow tint, or like some people even have orange tint. As a woman, you should not have, your pee should not be orange. Your pee should not be orange. It should be light, you know, like lemon water. That's how your pee should look. My pee always look like lemon water. I feel like that's why I don't have an odor in my body. When you drink water, it just makes you like just feel good. Your skin feels good. Like you don't break out as often. So water. Like, you can eat whatever you want. Eat whatever you want, but make sure you're always hydrated. That's gonna make you really, really smell fresh and clean. There's no all these pineapples, I know girls that eat pineapples and still have odors. Yeah, I do, okay? So make sure you hydrate yourself. Hydration. She asks a lot of questions, but we're gonna answer all today. She asks, is masturbating good for vagina health? I know you might be like, what the hell? I just saw you and I thought maybe you can help me. Please respond back to me so I can know how to take care of myself. Sorry for the late text, but thank you and have a good night. I think she sent it last night. But masturbation. So I think around 13, 14, 15, you're gonna start feeling weird. For me, the first time I masturbated, I think I was 14. Yes, I think I was 14 the first time I masturbated. And that's usually the age where you're trying to figure out your body. I have heard that masturbation is healthy for you, but when you are becoming addicted to it, then it's getting bad. Like, then something is wrong. It's okay to masturbate. It's okay to know your body, to know the things you like. But I do feel like by the time you start having sex, it's going to be a little bit hard for you to be pleased. I experienced that because I already knew how my body was operating. I already knew what you could touch to, you know, get me to that level. So it was hard for me to be pleased when I started having sex. So I don't recommend for you to start doing it right now. Wait later on. You're too young. Like 13 is like, it's young, okay? It's young, but I do understand. I went through the same thing. Just know there's consequences for anything that you do. When you do decide to have sex, it's going to be so hard for him to please you or her to please you. It's going to be difficult because you already know too much about your body. So that's the part I don't like. I like the fact that you can get to know yourself. You can get to know your plugs and your what triggers and all that. But it's going to be a little bit tricky when you not find a partner, especially someone that is not a pleaser. It's going to be an issue for you. If you find someone that's a pleaser, then you're lucky, you're gonna be lucky. But for me, the first partner I had sex with was not a pleaser. It was just all about him and him trying to reach. It wasn't like that for me. So it depends on what you experience. I think I skipped a question. She said, is Summer's Eve good to wash with, or should I do water? So I do wash with water every time I pee, but when I'm on my period, I do use this right here by Summer's Eve. This one is the Fresh Cycle Cleansing Wash for sensitive skin. It reduces and it helps period odor. Absolutely love this. When I'm on my period, of course, every woman have an odor, every woman have a scent, every woman have like a weird scent. And when you're on your period, it sometimes like disturb your pH balance. So this one is absolutely amazing, and it's actually new. They just came out with this one. I saw it on Amazon and I was like, let me try it. It doesn't like give me any side effects. It makes me feel so fresh. Literally ever since I started using this, I don't have any scent at all when I'm on my period. So, and also what I realized is when I'm on my period and I use this, I don't sweat as much around that area. So that's a plus. This is the one I recommend. This is the only one I use. I also bought the one for active. Like when I go to the gym, they have the one for the active. They have the one for different things based on your lifestyle. So check them out. But I do love Summer's Eve. This one especially. I absolutely love this one, and I will buy this again. So yes, that's all the questions she asked. I hope this video was very helpful for other girls that are really young and can't really, you know, ask their parents about stuff. I know it's so unfortunate, but you know that's one thing I really I'm gonna work on as a mom when I become a mom, to actually have conversations with my kids about things like this, because it's very important than someone else, like a stranger like me, telling you. But I'm here. If you have questions about things that you don't want to, or you're scared to ask your parents, let me know and I'll answer it for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Make sure you comment down ideas you want to see on my channel. Comment how you feel about this video, and also respond to these questions as well, so that she can come to this video and look at the comments and get more advice. You know, it's really helpful. Let's make this a community. Let's talk as women. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.